Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Scouting Report on SoundersFC.com. Here with Steve Zakuani. I'm Nick Firchau. The Seattle Sounders are back in action on Saturday night at home, CenturyLink Field against the Philadelphia Union. All your local broadcast information right there on the screen as well as on the radio. And a reminder that the pregame show starts at 6:30 p.m. on Joe TV. Steve, we've got an interesting matchup coming up on Saturday night and a familiar storyline for the Seattle Sounders going into this one. Can they figure out some of these offensive issues that they've had throughout the season thus far? We saw maybe a glimpse. One of the solutions might be Oalex Anderson, who came off the bench against the Houston Dynamo last weekend and did some special things. What do you see out of this kid? He's only 20 years old. He's fast, and he adds a different dynamic for the Sounders off the bench.
Yes, Nick, I'm becoming a big fan of Oalex right now. I think the game he came on against Vancouver at home for Seattle, he had a great opportunity to feed the ball to Dempsey or Morris, and he missed the pass. That's the inexperience. But the other side of that was the run he made to get there. No one else on the Sounders is doing that right now. And then on Sunday at Houston, I thought he came on and changed the game. Oalex was direct. He was running at the Houston backline. It was the first time all afternoon the Houston backline actually were on their heels running back towards their own goal. He forced them back. Obviously, he had a great assist also for Chad Marshall's goal. But what I like about Oalex is he's fearless. He's going at people. He's making mistakes, which you do when you're young. But for the most part, he's actually having a very positive impact on the Sounders. And at this point, in his limited minutes, you can make a case. If I'm Oalex Anderson, I'm saying, coach, what I've done in very limited minutes is more than other guys have done in many more minutes. I should be getting a start. Is he ready to start? That's a different question. But you could do a lot worse right now than throwing Oalex in. He's so unpredictable. Ziggy said this week that even his own team don't know what he's going to do sometimes. And so that's going to be a good thing because he's going to unbalance the opposition. 27 minutes off the bench against Houston Dynamo. That's a season high for Oalex Anderson. Already this season in relatively limited minutes, around 73 minutes off the bench. He's got 5 shots, including 1 shot on goal. And you mentioned it, basically an assist to Chad Marshall in that last game. And the Sounders were able to come away with a draw against the Houston Dynamo. Let's take a look at the MLS standings here. You see the Eastern Conference. The Philadelphia Union come in here tied for first place atop the Eastern Conference. I think that's a surprise, Steve. They've got 3 wins thus far this season. And then in the West, obviously, the Seattle Sounders still in last place, in 10th. Obviously, a slow start for them. But this feels like a winnable game going up against the Union, a relatively young back line, a veteran front four in terms of guys like Chris Pontius and CJ Sapong. What do you see when you look at the Union? It's a funny thing to say because, the Sounders and Union are in different league positions. But I think the Union, to be completely honest, their record is better than what they actually are. And the defense is a very young group. And if the Seattle attacking group is going to have a game to break out on, this could be the game. You're at home. You really need to get a win here. Philly's not that good defensively. The likes of Dempsey and whoever's around him really should be looking forward to getting some good shots off and hopefully some goals. And offensively, they can be dangerous though. CJ Sapong, Chris Pontius, guys have been around the league a long time. When they're both fit and healthy, they can score goals. And there's people in a camp right now who are making noise for CJ Sapong to be in the national team. So that tells you what he's thought of highly. So as well as the Union defense can be got at, offensively, the Sounders defense have to be very aware of them. But Seattle defended so well this year, in my opinion, that there's not too much to worry about there. This is a very winnable game. It's a game that Seattle must break out on. So there you go. The game is 7 p.m. Pacific on Saturday night. The Philadelphia Union at the Seattle Sounders out at CenturyLink Field. For Steve Zakuani, I'm Nick Firchau. Thanks for watching the Scouting Report.